Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The sanctuary's animals certainly have a charisma about them, but what is striking is the power that these magnificent beings have to touch the hearts of the guests. Supreme Master Ching Hai joyfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary with a humble contribution of $10,000 to support its benevolent work of protecting animals and healing children. With all admiration, love, and gratitude, may God always bless you abundantly. Please watch on to find out more.
If you hear enchanté, that means nice to meet you in French, the official language of Saint-Barthélemy. Radiant viewers, I'm Eugénie. The smiling people of Saint-Barthélemy wish that the beauty and light of the stars in the night sky fill your hearts with comfort and happiness. Welcome to our program, Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary, a place of transformation, part 2 of 2. Today, we will continue to learn about the wonderful work carried out at Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary, a 40-hectare peaceful space in New South Wales, Australia. It is a non-profit that rescues abused and neglected animals and invites children with traumatic backgrounds to the haven to interact with the animal residents to promote emotional healing. Also, anyone from the public is more than welcome to experience the loving place as well. The sanctuary's animals certainly have a charisma about them, but what is striking is the power that these magnificent beings have to touch the hearts of the guests. As the vegan co-founders Mick Steele and Tracy Keenan share with us, some people are so transformed by the visit, they want to permanently change their relationship with our animal co-inhabitants for the better.
We've had some really good feedback, and some people will contact us and tell us what's happened. We've had quite a few husbands actually that from walking away from here have actually said to their wives, all right, let's give it a go, especially when they interact with Panda and Nugget, our bulls. For some odd reason, I think it's the bulls that get to the men, because just I think the size of them, and then they realise that they're actually very gentle animals rather than what they visualise them to be. And the children, I only want vegetarian sausages now and things like that. You know, we had one little boy that came here that had really bad environment, bad home, and came here, and he was very quiet. He wouldn't speak to anybody or anything like that. We actually went and rescued a couple of goats while that group of children were here, and he formed such a great bond with those two goats that when he left, he actually said to his carer and that he wants to keep coming back because he just loves the animals, and he's going to make sure that he is kind to the animals all the time.
For many of us who live in cities, the opportunity to interact with different animals rarely presents itself. Visitors to Peanuts cherish the opportunity to revitalize by connecting with nature. Shelley Gerhels, a vegan, began to volunteer at the sanctuary after being smitten by the haven at her first visit.
It's very kind of overwhelming, like in a good way, when the animals come up to you, particularly like the horses and the bulls, because they're so big and they're just majestic is what comes to mind when I look at them. And having them come up to close to you, just feel like so like in awe of them. And on a vegan element, it really hits home, like, how can humans think we deserve to eat you? Look at you. You're so, like, majestic. You're huge. You're just this magical being sort of thing. Like, you just respect them when you meet them up close. You really do. And goats particularly, I found, are like so much like dogs. They're just so fun, and they'll follow you around, and they've got really funny personalities, and Billy will like jump up on your chest as well. And it's cool to be able to form relationships with different types of animals, not just, you know, your domestic animals.
Running the sanctuary and caring for its residents is a tremendous responsibility, and Tracy and Mick both work outside jobs during the day. Despite all the effort required to operate Peanuts, the rewards for the pair are unending.
For us, it's what you call a labour of love. We love our lifestyle. We're really grateful to be where we are, and we love to share it with other people like yourselves and people that come and stay. After a hard day at work, to come home, to feed the animals, all your stresses and worries go away. You just go, oh, this is so good, and life goes on.
We know how we feel like coming home and just being around the animals, and I guess that's why we were so passionate about helping others to have that feeling of just that stress relief.
We'll take a moment to appreciate the beauty surrounding us and return soon. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to today's show, Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary, a Place of Transformation, Part 2 of 2. The 2019-2020 Australian bushfire season, known as the Black Summer, is unprecedented in many ways. Record high temperatures, severe drought, and strong winds all contributed to the fire weather. It was the worst bushfire season to date for the state of New South Wales. Between July 2019 and February 2020, 11,264 bushfires, some with 70-meter-high flames, burned 5.4 million hectares of land, costing many human and animal lives. Being responsible for so many animals at Peanuts, Mick and Tracy have begun to set up fire contingency plans for their animals and the ones within their wider community.
Since December, as everyone knows, Australia was under attack by fires everywhere. We were completely surrounded and we were cut off from fires, but we became a bit like a distribution centre to help all our neighbours and all the local areas out. And that was where the idea came from, because we had to have animals that came here as well. As Mick said, we're in the Royal Fire Service, so we were quite prepared, but not as prepared as what we thought we would be. So we've been working very hard to do that.
Yeah, so the whole property is being subdivided up into paddocks that have a water supply, a food supply and a shelter, because as Tracy was saying, when the bushfires hit, a lot of people had to just flee, and they were stressed about their animals. They couldn't get them out. They wondered what, you know, was happening to them at home. We love the animals, so by setting Peanuts up as an animal evacuation centre, if people need to plan and prepare, they can bring their animals here, know that they're well fenced, they've got water, shelter, food. That's one less stress for them.
In their desire to serve the animals, their guests, and the local community, Tracy and Mick lead by example. This further inspires people that they connect with.
You know, you lead by example. You show that there's an alternative, there's a different way of living, and that's what you do. And then they take that information with them, and they have the power to do it.
The dinner, bed and breakfast on the property presents an opportunity for guests to enjoy tasty vegan meals while relaxing in this quiet haven. And both vegans and not yet vegans rave about how delicious the food is.
A lot of the food, when we prepare it and the flavours that go together, and I'm no chef, but Tracy's like, oh, what are you going to make up? And it's like, I think these flavours will go good tonight. And then you sort of mix up something and it gets served up, and everyone's been like, wow, that tastes so good. Like, what is it? Like, they can't believe it. But it's just home-cooked meals that we have ourselves, just with a little bit of passion in it to give people that experience of getting away.
And it's the knowledge too, like Mick was saying, we get a lot of people that come here that aren't vegan or vegetarian, or one partner maybe, one partner's not. So it's also to show them options that, you've got alternatives.
Tracy, Mick, and everyone at Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary are a true inspiration as they work together to help create a better world based on kindness, empathy, and caring for all beings. We wish them the very best in the years ahead. Supreme Master Ching Hai joyfully presents the Shining World Compassion Award to Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary with a humble contribution of $10,000 to support its benevolent work of protecting animals and healing children with all admiration, love, and gratitude. May God always bless you abundantly. Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children. For more information on the Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary, please visit peanutswellbeingsanctuary.org.au, facebook.com/Peanuts Wellbeing Sanctuary. Sweet viewers, we have enjoyed your company on today's program. Coming up next is Supreme Master Ching Hai's Courageous Work for the World, Part 4 of 12, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News here on Supreme Master Television. May we all work towards creating an earth that is safe and sustainable for all.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.